The inner ring. Oh, there's multiple rings. It's you, Pat Yelchin. How did you get to this place? We've little time, I fear. The frost giant Karstag has gone ahead. Even now, I fear he may win this battle before me. Perhaps together we can fight through this place. Perhaps together we can fight our way to the end. With you by my side, the hunter will have met his match. Heartfang will bring glory to his people. What say you, Pat Yelchin? Let us go together. I wish I could tell him just to stay back. I might be able to fight my way through on my own, but he's probably going to die. This area is not exactly low level or anything, and frankly, NPCs have been mostly useless in this game so far.
I've got a bone. Come and get it.
Nice. He's got a magic weapon. Was that your health bar though, being at like 8%?
Cool.
Ow. That kind of seemed like you hit me. Hail, Argonian. Oh.
Picked an easier opponent.
There we go. Well, Skull and Blood Skull fight side by side against short werewolves. Really what stands out to me is that they seem very short. For werewolves in particular. Reminds me of reminds me of Mooney, the Lupin werewolf from Harry Potter in the movie, where he was just kind of... It's like they had decided to go with conservation of mass on him turning into a wolf, so he got like really slender. An empty chest, so... I would think that he already has it. Thorsten Hartfang. This is as far as we go, Pat Yelchin. I have the key to reach the next stage of the Hunter's Challenge, and only I shall continue. This hunt is for Hartfang and Hartfang alone. Many generations have I lived now. Hircine's ring on my finger. The hunt is my birthright. Hartfang alone shall face the hunter. Hartfang alone shall earn the glory of the hunt. See now the power I was born to wield. You now face Hartfang in his true form, the form he was born to wear. Oh... Two problems. One, I'm under attack right now, so I'm not really psyched about him turning on me right in the middle of this fight. Two, the way that he's describing it, the fact that it's freaking called Hartfang, first of all, which from the get-go, I'm like, wow, a guy named Hartfang in a werewolf expansion. I wonder what he's going to turn into. Now he's turning into a werewolf. Now. Oh, God. There it goes. Fight each other. You're not on the same team. Oh, they are. It's a werewolf slap fight. Hartfang's losing. Oh my god, if Hartfang loses against a random werewolf, that would be so funny. Because it just shows how shit he is, basically. Alright, so I didn't have to worry about him being on my team. Oh, he actually lost. Wow, he lost badly. He got obliterated. Hartfang sucks. So now we know why that chest is empty, because he already had it, apparently. Hartfang is dead. As he died, the ring of Hircine disappeared from his finger and appeared in my inventory. Ooh. Oh god, I didn't really clean up my inventory. Oh, one of those looked a little new. Is it you? That's the blood ring. Aw. I wish there was a ring option up here and these options you get up here. There just isn't one, though. There just isn't. Alright. You can't, and they're not even sorted, which would be nice. At the very least, they could sort the inventory by, like, amulet and ring and stuff like that. Ancestor's ring. And yeah, these blue, I've said before, these blue backgrounds don't really help with, telling what items are. Oh, I still have you in my inventory. Gamble putty. Mad Stone of the Ahemusa. That's the one that makes sound. I forgot about that. Moon and Star. How did I miss it? How did I... How did I miss it? I thought I looked at all of them. Did I just barely miss one of their descriptions? Oh my god, this inventory. It's... Oh, the Hircine's ring's not a magic item. That's confusing. Seems kind of important. I would just assume it would be a magic item. Okay. It's kind of valuable. It has no apparent characteristics. It just kind of exists, I guess. So he's just a werewolf. but he's got all this stuff on him. Like this Nordic battle axe and a bunch of heavy gear. Glowing key, that's the one I need. Dick. Alright, well there we go. So he betrayed me in the end, so he can go fuck off, basically. Hey buddy. Stop. 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 Can't even land hits. Hey, who the hell read that guy's name being Heartfang and didn't immediately think, oh, he's gonna turn into a werewolf? And then he got kidnapped by the, he seemingly got kidnapped by the foe, and then like, well, obviously he's the werewolf now. I don't know if he was always a werewolf or became a werewolf in this form, and he's like here to betray me. And he's like, well, like, psyched to be a part of the hunt. It does make me wonder, he betrayed me because the key wasn't in the chest. But the key was in the chest for the first person, so I assume he wasn't going to betray me. I assume the first guy was not going to betray me. But I wonder what happens, like, maybe if I got him to the final gate, it would have been like, only one can pass, and I'd be like, oh, well, we have to fight now, and it would be no choice. Or maybe he'd come with me all the way, but maybe he'd end up... Maybe he would end up fighting the, Heartfang and dying, because he kind of sucked, frankly. Ah! Hard to say, without double-checking and stuff like that. Roar, roar, roar. Hi. Arr, roar, 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 roar. I will say, dungeons are usually more exciting with more than one enemy, though. That's actually a recurring misstep in a lot of Morrowind dungeons, especially for story missions, is the dungeons tend to have one enemy type for the entire dungeon, which is a little... Oh, that's creepy. That's a little, less desirable. Alright, next up is a frost giant, no pressure. Please don't crash. So far so good. What the heck? How big is his head? His head's mega gargantuan. So I'm guessing he got to the center and he was like, I win! But it turns out that the whole only one may live thing is probably quite literal, so despite getting here first, it didn't matter because we had to fight, probably, I think. We'll see. Either way, I'm gonna win, because I have the power of the protagonist, which means I can save and load. Your head is huge. Oh, you are not interested in having a conversation, huh? Ow, dick. Stop that. Thankfully, he staggers. Ow. Is very useful. Light armor skills up, yay! There you go. Our Stog, he had no inventory items. Well, there we go. Well, everyone's dead now. I guess I get to be the king of the world and stuff like that. Where are you at, Hircine? Oh.
So, you are the one. You have escaped my hounds and beaten back the other challengers. I had rather expected the giant to prevail, but no matter. You have proven yourself a worthy hunter, and you have earned the greatest honor that can be bestowed upon a mortal. You are to be my prey. I ask you though, what is it that makes a hunter great? Is it his strength, the speed with which he strikes? Or is it his guile, the ability to outwit his prey? Answer me, mortal, and decide your fate.
The best thing, strength, speed, or guile? Blah. I feel like if I fight him on strength grounds, that's really my strength, right? Because I am good at strength right now. But if I were to answer the question truthfully, I would say guile. Because being a hunter isn't about sheer power and speed, as far as I can tell. Like, the concept seems to be about guile, because it's... You're outsmarting a prey, and you're surprising the prey, and you're catching it unawares and stuff like that. Humans don't fare well trying to overpower most prey animals, despite their name.
So, you have chosen, and so shall be your fate. To face me in all my glory would be less than sporting. So, you shall face but one of my aspects. The one you have chosen. We have little time. The blood moon sinks low in the sky. Prepare yourself, mortal, for now you are the hunted.
Can I not? Okay, so we're gonna fight now? Is that all that's gonna happen? Oh god, I told him to use magic. That's bad for me. That's really bad for me. I probably shouldn't have done that. Wow, he really freezes you too. He's gonna run around like a lunatic and try to catch me by surprise with freezing magic, isn't he? Ah. Yeah. Just trying to like woo through the air at him and catch him. My character's strengths are speed and power. Guile is not my strength because it's magic. Still, I can outpace him with speed and strength, so he can screw right off apparently. Where is he going? Come back here. Hircine, aspect of Guile, freaking come back here. Did I pick the easiest one to kill? I might have. He didn't even fight me. He froze me once and that was it. Wow, you're so badass, Mr. Hircine. Wolf beast man. He's covered in hair and scales and he's got the helm on. Seems to have a face under there, although he might not have one modeled. Huh. Oh, got the glowing key, and his special weapon, the Spear of the Hunter. On strike, it does paralyze, burden, and poison, and really crappy stats. But hey, it's a paralyze and stuff, so that's fun. So is he dead, or is he just like, oh, you beat me, but I'm fine, because I'm a demigod or something? I have defeated Hircine's aspect of Guile. I should now try to leave the glacier through the gate. So I should. Can I? Hello, that was the loudest thing this game's ever done, oh my god. As I left the glacier, I heard a loud rumbling sound, as if the entire structure were coming down around me. I found myself outside the fallen ice mountain, with Hircine's message echoing in my thoughts. The hunter has been defeated, but he will return one day to hunt again. And just like that, the leaders of both of the local things are dead. Sorry, everyone. I'll have to go check in and tell everyone that. And meanwhile, I can go become a leader, because I need to go check out the ale house and the meat house and tell her that. I kind of forgot about that while I was dealing with the whole Blood Moon scenario. Come to think of it, I feel dumb about that, because I had to basically run past her on my way to turning in that quest about the white hat, so that's even sillier. Oh well, whoops. I can go do that now, unless I get like exiled from the island now for their leader dying. But I take it that he had to die, judging by how that whole quest played out. And I know there's an alternate branch in the story that you could do, where when you get cursed with the werewolf thing, they make it super easy to get it removed. You just do a quick disposal thing, remove disease. But if you want to keep the disease, what you do is you just wait for 3 days, I believe. Hey, bear. No. If you wait for 3 days, the werewolf curse becomes permanent, and you actually transform into werewolves at night, which I think means you have to fight with no gear, and you just are a werewolf, and whatever stats that entails in fight and combat stats, or in hits and everything. And then I think you basically work for Hircine for a few missions instead of working for this guy for a few missions. And then I assume at that point you probably have to end up in the same challenge, right? Because I think Heartfang basically represented the equivalent of what would happen if you were turned into a werewolf and stuck in that organization. I think Hircine basically takes your place. And so I think we're probably going to have to fight regardless.
Creatures have gone.
The Bloodmoon prophecy is no more, and the Skull live on.
Maker is pleased.
The time of Thirsk and Heartfang is past, but the Skull will remember him as a once great warrior who has fallen. The prophecy is ended, the werewolves dwindle in numbers, the fire in the lake is no more, and the Horkers have begun to return to the island. You will be honored among the Skull for the part you played in this, Pat Yelchin. Heartfang. I have heard whispers on the wind of the fate of Heartfang. He had been tempted by dark magic and was corrupted by it. I can only hope that our next leader does not suffer the same fate. As for who the leader will be, only time will tell. You would be a good leader, I think, Pat Yelchin, but you are not Skull-born. While you will be remembered with honor, you cannot lead. For now, I will guide the Skull until a time when the Allmaker lets it be known who will carry the mantle. Well, enjoy being on your weird ice continent. I've finished your exciting werewolf journey, and I am ready to journey elsewhere to the Tribunal expansion. I wish I could say we were starting the Tribunal expansion now, but I've already started it because the Tribunal expansion's implementation to this game is awkward. You can kind of forgive it because it's such an old PC game that, like, I guess not everyone had the best ideas on how to do this, but yeah, as a general rule, game developers, if your expansion adds assassins that try to attack the Nerevarine because he's considered a threat, and stuff like that, maybe wait for him to become the Nerevarine first, or even rumored to be the Nerevarine. Because, like, I was getting attacked at, like, level 1 and getting obliterated by assassins. And, like, it's a rather awkward implementation of a DLC, all things considered. It just kind of just didn't... Like, because it was released after the game by at least a year, I guess they just assumed that you must have already beaten the game by the time it came out. Because the game would never have a future where people would pick it up years later and start then. I guess was the logic. I don't know. How are things doing over here? Can I talk to you now? I don't think I've turned it in yet, have I?
All hail the chieftain of Thirsk, slayer of the Udafrecht. May the mead flow forever.
Udafrecht? That's not what I would have guessed, but thank you for finally saying it out loud. I know that Rothmund has granted you his blessing, for I could feel it in the air. The heart of the Udafrecht has been placed on the pedestal for all to see. You, Pat Yelchin, are the new chieftain of Thirsk. Ruling the mead hall is great work, and I understand that you may have business elsewhere. I offer to serve as your advisor and second in command, and will oversee the mead hall's affairs in your absence. Now, do you have any mead hall business to discuss, or maybe you'd like to relax in your quarters? My quarters? Your quarters are upstairs, Pat Yelchin. The chieftain's room is one with the wolfskin rug in front of the door. There you can rest and have any privacy you need. Oh, and if you haven't seen it already, I left a gift by your bed. It is a true chieftain's weapon. One I hope will serve you well. They said the previous people said only a Skull could rule, but now these people just don't care, I guess. They're all Skull, aren't they? I thought. Maybe. Maybe not. As chieftain of Thirsk, there are certain things you may order the clan to do. As your second in command, I will make sure your orders are carried out. So, what is your command, my lord? We can order mead from Skyrim, collect mead hall profits, send out hunters to kill snow bears and snow wolves, and return with their pelts. Okay. Let's get profits. Are there profits? Great chieftain of Thirsk, I'm afraid you are unable to collect the profits of any from the sale of mead. We have run low on the sweet nectar, and don't have enough to make profit on. If you direct me to order more meat from Skyrim, I will be happy to do so. Okay. So then let's order it then. Yes, great chieftain, I will put in an order for mead. It should arrive from Skyrim in about a week. I don't really feel like putting people at risk if it's unnecessary, so I don't feel like telling them to actively attack people around here. Alright. So I guess I'm leader around here. I will now take whatever is in my room and then leave forever and probably never come back. Just being honest about it. That's the one that's mine. Clanbringer. It's fine, I suppose. Let's see. It gives you rally humanoid, sanctuary, and fortify personality. It gives, so when you can cast this on an ally, basically. It will it will rally them, and then sanctuary and fortify you. Huh. Probably never gonna use it, but I'll put it in a pile somewhere, so I can be like, that's mine, and it's mine. It's pretty much the whole story. Or I'll sell it, I don't know. Hey, it's you! This bastard. I bet your story tells me everything about what I need to know for that quest, but you were freaking locked away in here during the exact moment it was necessary. If his books do tell you what's necessary for the answer of that quest, seems like kind of a mistake.
I remember now. Ecdysiast. That's it. She used to work as an ecdysiast.
I have no idea what I just overheard, and I'm gonna leave now. Okay, so it seems like a bit of a gap in the design of the game a little bit. If it is true that I could have gotten the password from his book, it seems like maybe a mistake that he's inside the mead hall, which is locked, closed, the moment you find out that you need a password. Because she's standing outside and she's like, yeah, go to that place and say a password or you're gonna be in trouble. Oh wait, no, wasn't I able to, no, I found the password by asking her for a secret. Okay, so I was able to get it from her, never mind. I forgot briefly where I actually got the answer from. Weird how she, you have to like poke her for a secret though for her to tell you the password to the place she's sending you to. It's like, she sent you on the mission, why wouldn't she just tell you that? Or at the very least, the game trains you to think that if you click on the Wikipedia style links that are happening during a conversation, that those links will then lead to extra information about the quest and important information that you need in order to complete it. But this time around it didn't happen. That was slightly weird. But yeah, it looks like we're done with Bloodmoon for now, unless I wanted to hang out and do a bunch of side quests. But I'm eager to move forward to Tribunal. So if people don't remember or lost track or something like that, oops, I'm way off. The Dark Brotherhood kept attacking me all the time in my sleep and trying to kill me, and then eventually I got better at the game, or my character got more powerful, and so eventually instead of getting killed by them, I started killing them. And that's where I got the Daedric Wakizashi, and that's where I got the Dark Brotherhood set that I was using for a while. And so I farmed them for gear basically, because they were actually getting pretty easy to kill, but they were attacking me constantly. Eventually I was like, okay, let's deal with this. So I went to the Tribunal place, and I went down the Dark Brotherhood quest line to get them to stop attacking me, thankfully, and that happened. But then what happened is I just sort of proceeded down the quest a little bit, and so the local leadership was having me look for rumors about what people think of the leadership locally, and then they were like, now go to the temple and see if one of them's a traitor or something like that. I think they were like, they go find dissident priests or something along those lines. Then I left, so I haven't been back since then, but because I went back to finish up the main story at that point. But now I think it's time to head back, and so that's what we'll be picking off.
All I ask for is a pair of boots. How hard could it be?
The next episode's probably going to be the first episode that's actually labeled as being a Tribunal episode, just like how these are labeled as Bloodmoon episodes right now, but it's technically not where the Tribunal playthrough started. Such is the messy reality of having to mix these variables together. Let's see, where did I... How did I get there? Did I get there by asking that one lady about the fisherman lady? No, there was a teleporter, wasn't there? Ah, loud noises. Wherever it was, I think it was in Vivek would be my first guess. But I might have to look it up again, because it's been a while now, and I need to remind myself how to get there.
What do you want?
What do you... Oh, God, you're up in my face. I could... Let's see, Tribunal. Wow, I have everything in here. Everything. Tribunal Temple? No. Almalexia. She's the local one, right? Almalexia. Let's see. Surrounded by our hounds, tough fighter for all I hear. Tienes Delician. Find him in the throne room of the Royal Guard. King Helseth. This is neat. Mournhold. There we go. That was the name of the location. Oh, this is cool that this works. Mournhold. I've never looked for information this way before, but this is actually really cool. Mournhold. No. Is Mournhold not a hyperlink item? Alright, Helseth then. Let's go back to Helseth. Oh, this is cool. Let's see here. Yeah, because he was, he's accused of murdering people, basically. Duke of Mournhold. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to quite get the information I need on how to get to Mournhold from here. I wish I could, but I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe Dark Brotherhood. Here we go. But yeah, I'm basically just going to go through them. As a reminder, I'm basically just going to go through the main quest of Tribunal up until the conclusion of that expansion's main story. And then we are going to be playing the next Patreon game, which will have been voted on during the preceding handful of days, hopefully, if I plan ahead properly, so that we can seamlessly transition from one to the other. So there's your fair warning if you want to be involved. It is just a vote, though, so don't expect some grand amount of power. You just affect the basic... You're another vote in the ocean, basically. Hopefully people that support me on Patreon just do so because they like what I do and want to throw something in my tip jar that makes my living possible. How the heck do I find this place? Transport to Mournhold, yes! Yes, I found it. This is a victory. Alright. Yes. Oh my, I see why you'd want to get that cleared up. It's dangerous business, though. I can't say I'd be happy to send you off on that sort of fool's errand. If you're sure, though, I suppose I can oblige you. If you need to return to Vardenfell, seek... with that. Oh. That's the one they already sent me? So... Ashen Rain is who teleports me there. Let's see. Ebonheart. There we go. There we go. I was pretty sure it was in Vivek-ish, and that was basically true. So, Balmora. I love that. I love that. We recently recorded a podcast about this game that was called, like, there's, like, the Save the Universe podcast, Morrowind, best, worst game, or something like that. Like, because it's like, there's so many problems with this game, but there's so many cool things about this game at the same time, and that's why it's so interesting, and what to go back to, basically. And that was a vote in favor of that. I wish I had done that before. I knew that you could I'd always seen this letter screen, but I was just clicked on quests and just found the quest I was going for, which is generally enough, but I'm in a slight trap here where I'm just like, there's so many unresolved quests now that I don't really want to look at the screen anymore. But I was able to just go through topics and find via a series of wiki searches the way you would in real life on a Wikipedia, basically, but in this case, it's going through my notes that I apparently have access to. Oh. Well, that's not going to get me anywhere besides other pieces of Vivek. Crap. Can't just take me to Ebonheart? But I love that I was able to mash all of that information together and actually have, like, logic chains that ultimately took me to where I needed to go, because I found a travel to Mournhold button and everything. Is Ebonheart not an option? So Ebonheart is not an option. Oh, is it here? There it is, I think. Okay, there's multiple boats, so I got confused. Because I got crap for going the long way to Ebonheart before. Because it's like, there's a boat right there, you dummy! I'm like, well, freaking... I thought the only boat was the one over there. That doesn't help me. Whoops. Alright. So now we need to look for... person with a strange name, frankly. freaking re-find my way through an area that I haven't had to deal with for a while.
This could be
The Skyrim mission. Can I ask you about the person I'm looking for? Also, do I remember the name of the person I'm looking for? That's a genuine risk. Crap. Here we go. I'm supposed to push to a third island entirely. That's how far off I was. Hard to keep track of some of this stuff sometimes, but I'm on the right track now, I think.
Good to see you.
And I'm bad at remembering her name, but it is like Ashen Rain. There we go. Yeah. I don't know why I had Frace in mind, but yeah, it was like it's something that sounds just like something, like way too much like something almost. I can go too. Yes. Take me. Ta-da! Welcome back to Tribunal Expansion. We'll get this sorted out in the near future. Alright.